the longevity algorithm, or just the longevity simple math. Today I want to talk with you about simple math as it applies to health span and lifespan. Math that I really wish they taught in schools. Have you ever worried about, as you get older, ending up in the hospital with a serious health issue? I know I have. Do you have friends or even family members who are in that situation right now? I've been thinking about that recently. My wife is a nurse and she works in the neuro unit at our local hospital. So she sees some pretty serious situations. And she's come home more than once telling me that it's unbelievable how many of her patients are our age and are in the hospital with multiple comorbidities. What that means is they have multiple serious health issues in addition to the one that landed them in the hospital to begin with. And by the way, we're both in our early to mid 50s. So when she says our age, that's what she's talking about. That's what she means. It's just surreal to think about that we are at that age when stuff like that starts to happen. But does that really need to be true? I refuse. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to accept that. I feel like 50 is far too young to wind up in the hospital with multiple serious health issues. But wait, there's more to this story. She has also explained that the sad thing is that most of these patients, their issues are related to modifiable risk factors and are preventable. That means that choosing different lifestyle habits modifies the risk. It changes the risk up or down for these health issues happening in the first place. For example, she said that many of her patients absolutely refuse to drink anything other than soda. Kind of makes you wonder what the rest of their diet looks like. The point is, it's a choice, and choices have consequences. We can all make our own choices about how we want to live our lives, and that's awesome. We can make choices, but we cannot choose the consequences. We can control our behavior, but we can't control the results of that behavior. And you know what? I am not here to judge. If you or someone important to you is in that category with multiple serious health concerns, please understand, I do not mean this to be offensive. That is not my intent in any way. It's heartbreaking. It's gut-wrenching to hear these stories when she comes home and talks about them, particularly when so many of them are preventable. If it sounds like I'm preaching, I kind of am. It's one of the main reasons I have this YouTube channel to begin with. I want to lend my voice to helping people make good decisions that have a positive impact on health and their health span and how long they live, their lifespan. I was at a crossroads once in my life many years ago, and I could have easily gone downhill. Fortunately, I chose to go uphill, and it has led me here today. I just hate to see people as young as I am have serious health issues and the sadness and depression and the heartache that often goes along with it, especially if it's preventable. Now, I recognize that serious health problems can surprise even the healthiest person and just come right out of the blue. And that can be heartbreaking for them and everyone around them, and very frustrating. The point is that we can actually do things that increase or lower the risk of many of those things happening at all. Have you ever thought, I wish they would teach meaningful lessons in school? I mean, things like that are life lessons about the world, like how to write a resume, how to interview, how to start a business, how to manage your money. The list goes on and on and on, right? It's too bad they don't teach this kind of math in junior high school or even grade school. So let's take a look at a simple equation that applies to what we've been talking about. Behavior plus time equals results. Here are a few basic equations that kids can learn. Healthy diet plus time equals lower risk of serious health issues. Poor diet plus time equals higher risk of serious health issues. Exercise plus time equals lower risk of serious health issues. Sitting and not exercising plus time equals higher risk of serious health issues. So pretty simple, right? I am in the Grand Canyon on the South Kaibab Trail. Oh man, this is amazing. Hey, if you like today's video, please remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. Now let's get to something that's a little more advanced and write out a longer equation. Eating a diet very high in ultra-processed sugary foods and drinks, plus extended periods of inactivity and zero exercise, plus high levels of stress, plus lack of sleep, plus 50 years equals a higher likelihood of landing in the hospital with multiple comorbidities. We could probably add to that equals a higher likelihood of emotional and mental distress. Ouch. This is really sounding depressing, right? Let's try a more positive equation. Eating a clean diet comprised of about 80 to 90% nutritionally dense whole foods, plus regular exercise with a foundation in strength training, aerobic work, and stability, plus good sleep habits, plus a positive stress management approach equals a reduced chance of winding up in the hospital with multiple serious health issues in your 50s, and a higher probability of a longer, healthier, happier life.